the LTV quiz of 1984.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this evening's final of the LTV Into Parish quiz. We have three teams after qualifying, and they are Kilmatra, Rylan and Clonbrahad. Our question master is John Sheehan, timekeeper Jerry Toohig, scorekeeper Helen Hallisey, and adjudicator Moira Hallisey. So now, with no other ado, I hand you over to Mr. John Sheehan, our question master for the evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael, and welcome to the Parish quiz. The teams this evening representing Kilmatra, we have the captain Donald Ring, Mary Scriven, Mary Cronin and Martin Cronin. And for Rylan, we have Mary Casey, the captain, Dan Murphy, Dan Healy and Dermot Cronin. And for Clonbrahad, we have Larry Creed, Con Healy, Mary Teresa O'Riordan and Joe O'Leary. The rules this evening are the same as they have been all right through the competition. We'll have two 2-mark individual questions, one 4-mark individual question, and then followed by one 6-mark individual question. And then we'll have 8 team questions. If at the end of that we are still deadlocked, we will have a sudden death playoff. And having said all that, I think that the best thing we can do at that said, apologies for the voice this evening. I have spent the week in bed with the flu, but nevertheless we get over that. So starting off with Kilmatra and Donald Ring in the first set, and the first 2-mark question is, and Donald, for you, in the Bible, who was the father of Cain?
Adam.
That is correct, Adam. And for you, Mary Scriven, what Irish singer won the Eurovision Song Contest in 1970?
Dana.
Yes, Dana won it with all kinds of everything. And for Mary Cronin, where are cows regarded as sacred animals?
In India.
That is correct, Mary. And for you, Martin Cronin, what Irish county is known as the Faithful County?
Offaly.
Offaly is correct. And now over to Rylan and Mary Casey there. What is the largest inland county in Ireland?
Tipperary.
That is correct, Mary. And for you, Dan Murphy, what kind of fish is a conger?
It's meal.
That is correct. And for Dan Healy, what is the staple food of the Chinese?
Rice.
That is correct. And for you, Dermot Cronin, what was St. Paul's name before his conversion?
Saul.
That is correct. And now over to Clonbrahad and to you, Larry Creed. What is the book of maps called?
Necklace.
That is correct. And for Connie, in which county is the scenic glen of Aherlow?
Tipperary.
That is correct. And now to Mary Teresa O'Riordan, who is the present Minister for Health?
Barry Desmond.
That is correct again. And to you, Joe O'Leary, what is the Scottish name for the mountain ash?
The Rhone.
The Rhone, yes, it was made popular by Robbie Burns and Kenneth McKellar. Thank you. That is the first round now. So on to the second round of 2-mark questions, and back again to Kilmatra and Donald Ring. Yeah. The Pyrenees lie between what 2 European countries?
France and Spain.
That is correct. And Basque country, as a matter of fact. And now to you, Mary Scriven. What bird was reputed to sing before it died? Or before it dies?
The lark.
Sorry, Mary, it's the swan. And now to Mary Cronin. What kind of animal is a koala?
A bear.
That is correct, Mary. And back to Martin Cronin. How many counties are there in Connacht?
5.
Pardon?
5.
That is correct, Martin. And now back to Rylan and Mary Casey again. The first secretary of the GAA, Michael Cusack, was a native of what county?
Clare.
That is correct, Mary. And to you, Dan Murphy, who is the Minister for Finance? Man the country.
Alan Dew.
That is correct again. And to Dan Healy, again, what is goodbye in Spanish?
Hasta la vita.
Adios. Sorry. And to you, Dermot Cronin, what is the popular name of the crane fly?
Daddy Longlegs.
That is correct, thank you. And now to you, Larry Creed, again. What Tipperary town is built on the shore?
Clonmel.
No, sorry, Larry, it's Care. And to Con Healy, what is the German word for miss?
Can you repeat the question, please?
What is the German word for miss? Name of a well-known song.
Fräulein. Fräulein.
Well, yes, it is Fräulein. We'll give, just on the bell, we'll give them there. And to you, Mary Teresa, what kind of animal is a dromedary?
Question.
What kind of animal is a dromedary? D-R-O-M-E-D-A-R-Y.
Camel.
On the bell again, since we give. You said?
A camel.
You said a camel. It's on the bell, Johnny, what do it? Yes. Sorry. We go? Fine. And now again over to Joe O'Leary. How many angles has a pentagon? P-N-T-I-G-O-N.
5.
5, and 5 it is. So that is after the second round of 2 mark questions, and over to Helen for a score at the end of 2 marks.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first round, we have a level pegging with Kilmartin on 14 points, Rylan on 14 points, and Clontarhood also on 14 points.
Thank you, Helen. And now back to Kilmartin again and Donal Ring. Donal, for 4 marks, Carrickmacross was once famous for the manufacture of what fabric?
Lace.
Lace it is. And to you, Mary Scriven, what boxer was known as Gentleman Jim? Sorry, Mary, it's James Corbett. Mary Cronin again. Mary, what is Ontaska? What's the English of Ontaska?
It's the National Trust.
That is correct. And to you, Martin Cronin, what is the largest county in South America?
Brazil.
I have Argentina here. And
Largest country
in South America.
Brazil.
So where do we go from there? Judy, I have questions about that one, but Argentina, I have here an Argentine.
Yes, you did.
I did, yeah? Well, the best thing that we can do in that case, seeing that there's controversy about that, will everybody agree that I ask another question instead? Seeing that I think it's only fair, because I think that question, having looked at it again there right now, that there is some, the book that I got conflict about it. So I'll take just one. So we'll take one here. So again, back to you, Martin. The Sam Maguire Cup is modelled on what famous chalice?
The Ardagh chalice.
That is correct. And over to Ilan and Mary Casey. What narrow gauge railway was immortalised by Percy Fringe in his song? Are you right there, Michael?
The West Clare Railway.
And to Dan Murphy, what is the second highest mountain in Ireland?
I don't know.
It's Mount Plandon. And for you, Dan Healy, What was the name given to the stone hand mill used for grinding corn in early times?
Kern.
Be a small, a bit more specific.
Kern, no?
Not to refuse that one, isn't it? Adjudicated. A quernstone actually is what it is, but I think that you got some. Fine. And to you, Dermot Cronin, what is seismology? S-E-I-S-M-O-L-O-G-Y.
Seismology is bouncing sound waves to determine
Sorry, I don't think you got the message.
Seismology.
Seismology.
It's to determine what is underneath the surface of the earth. The formations of rock.
Yes, I think I'll accept that here. It's a science of earthquakes, so it's the very, very still same thing. And now over to Larry Creed. And in what county was Father Matthew, the Apostle of Temperance, born?
Kilkenny.
No, Larry, I'm sorry, it is in County Tipperary. And back to Conhealy, in what city is the Wailing Wall?
Jerusalem.
That is correct. And to you, Mary Teresa, what is the capital of Ecuador?
Quito.
Yes, that's Quito's thing. Thank you very much. And the last question, Joe O'Leary. The famous Abbey of Kilcrea in Mid-Cork, what order of priests lived there? Sorry, the bell was gone. It was Franciscans, and it was founded in 1645, and it was built by Cormac Lauder McCarthy, Lauder Musgrave, and the other connection with the place is that Bishop Hurley from the area is buried there, and also Atto O'Leary is buried in Kilcrea. So over to you, Helen, for a score, please.
Now, the marks at the end of that round. Killamarcha, 26 points. Ryland, 26 points. Clondrahod have 22 points. So that means Killamarcha and Ryland are vying now at this stage.
Thank you, Helen. And now back to Killamarcha again and Donald Ring for 6-mark individual questions. Which king signed the Magna Carta?
King John.
King John in 1215. And to you, Mary, what is Phil Coulter's tribute in song to his native city of Derry?
The town I love so well.
That is right, Mary. And to you, Mary Cronin, if canine refers to dogs, what does feline, F-E-L-I-N-E, refer to?
A cat.
That is correct, Mary. And for you, Martin, Elblana was an ancient name for what Irish city?
Pardon, would you repeat the question, please?
Elblana, E-L-B-L-A-N-A, was the ancient name for what Irish city?
Dublin.
Dublin, that is correct. And over to Eileen and Mary Casey. A new book was launched in Cork a few weeks ago. It is called Voices of Ireland. Name its author.
Donegal Dooling.
That is correct, Mary. And for Dan Murphy, what is regarded as the capital of the Aran Islands?
Inishmore.
No, Kilronan. And to you, Dan Haley, what is chemical symbol for fluorine? F-L-O-U-R-I-N-E. F is correct. And for you, Dermot Cronin, where is Strongbow buried?
He's buried in Dublin Protestant Cathedral.
Could you be a bit more specific than that?
It's Mount Street, near Mount Street.
Uh,